Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I'm Booger. Welcome aboard. If you got yourself an air fryer and you just stumbled upon this, welcome aboard because I do a lot in the air fryer. My air fryer is the DeLonghi multi-cooker, I think they call it. It's the Mac Daddy to me. They got so many out right now. I started with the Active Fry. I had the Active Fry for like 4 years. And it did a great job. But it only has, you know, the burner in the back, and if you take the paddle out and you cook something in there, it kind of cooks a little bit more on one side than the other side, and it's a couple minor issues, but it still did a good job. This one has a bottom burner and a top burner, and it's got a temperature from 1 to 4, like 4 like fry, and 1 to saute, you know what I mean? So anyways, that's enough of that. I've got some green peppers out there growing, and I was gonna make stuffed peppers, but stuff it with what? What do I have? I have some of that quinoa. My friend hates it when I say quinoa, but yeah, I say quinoa, so whatever. I'm French Canadian. So anyways, I got some of that. I got some black beans in the pantry and some frozen corn, whatever. We're gonna put stuff together. Okay, you guys ready? Let's go. Chin chin, don't be afraid. All right, so we're gonna cook the quinoa. I know it's quinoa. I always say quinoa just to annoy my teacher friend. Anyways, we're gonna cook it all in there. So what I'm gonna do is I've got 2 cups of water here. Now you can't do this with I wouldn't do it with the Active Fry. I'd do it over the stove. So, because it's got a, you know, when you take the paddle out, it's got a hole right there. Well, not with this one. So here I have a cup of quinoa, or quinoa, this kind. So put a cup of that in there. And if you don't have this, then just use chicken broth. 2 cups of chicken broth or stock. I'm going to use this. It's usually a teaspoon per cup of water, but I put like 2 tablespoons. It's so good. And it's just chicken based, chicken flavor bouillon. All right, so turn the bottom on. The top one will go, let's just do it at a, let's do it at a 2.5. And we'll be back. All right, let's check. It's been about 15 minutes, and look at that. I'm just going to cook it till the water's all gone. It's getting there. So if you do it on the stove, it's like 20 minutes. So we're up to 15 minutes. It's doing good. We'll be back. I'm going to call it a day. So pretty much, I'd say about 17 minutes. After 17 minutes on 2.5, turn the bottom burner off. So I'm going to put this aside. And I'm going to let it cool because it's very hot, and I'm going to take the paddle out, and then we'll stuff the peppers. There's the quinoa, or quinoa, if you're a booger. All right, so to that, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of cumin and 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. And this is 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. Okay, and here I have like a 1/2 cup of my salsa. Use any kind of salsa you want. Or you can do like Rotel. Rotel is really good. Instead of diced tomatoes, if you can get your hands on some Rotel, get that. So here I'm going to use a can of this Bush's Cochina Latina. Sorry if I butchered that. It is smashed black beans seasoned with poblano, chilies, tomatoes, and a touch of bacon. It can't hurt, right? See how it looks? It's pretty thick. If you're using like just regular black beans, just drain them. But this has no juices, so it's kind of like a refried bean texture. Okay. And I've got a cup of frozen white corn here. I know it looks yellow. No, it is yellow. What the hell am I thought it was white corn. Doesn't matter. Corn is corn. I'll mix that up, and then we'll get the peppers ready. So the paddle's out, and I'm going to use some of this Tsang Stir Fry oil, which is good, so good when you got an air fryer. You have no idea. So let's just put a little bit on the bottom there. And here are my peppers that I've cut in half, and I took the guts out. So it was like this. And just cut it in half like that. Okay, I'm going to lay them down in there. Like that. And there was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not that big, so I'm gonna put a little bit of oil inside. Not that crazy. Here's the mixture. Say the mixture. And I'm just gonna fill the peppers with it. I got 2 spoons here. And just put it inside the pepper. And you know, I'm gonna have like way too much filling left. But that's okay. I've got 1,000 more peppers out there, so. All right, let me fill this up and then we'll be back. So we got them all filled. Of course, I've got a lot of filling left. My peppers aren't as big as the store-bought one, so with that, it probably do the same amount of peppers, but mine are very small. All right, so we're gonna turn the bottom one on, and the top one, I think I'm gonna do a 2.5, 3. I'm gonna leave it just like that because I don't want it to cook so much on the top. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put cheese on top of that or not. I'm gonna think about it. We'll be back. All right, guys, that was about 15 minutes on. I put it down to a 2. So that's what it's supposed to look like. I'm gonna let that cool and then we'll plate it, and the husband will taste it because I'm not crazy about beans. So he's gonna take one for the team today.
I don't know, I might not.
All right, so let me let that cool. We'll be back. Decided not to put cheese on it. Cilantro and some lime.
Pretty good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
That thing cooked.
You can taste all of it.
That thing cooked quinoa pretty good.
Quinoa.
All right. Thanks, Tom.